Hello, welcome to a new Let's Play. This time we're going to be playing the game Duskers. Now, if you don't know much about this game, it's kind of set in a universe, space type setting. We've kind of come out of cryosleep, and the whole, as they put in the blurb, the whole universe is a graveyard. We've not seen a living soul, and we've just got to use our resources that we've got in our salvage ship to help us just survive and try and find out what's going on. And we've got a couple of salvage drones which we can control from a terminal in order to try and loot other ships and find out from garbled messages and log entries on the ships, hopefully find out what's been going on. Now, this game only came out of betas. It's on general release now. It's on version 1. But it only came out last week, middle of last week. So I've only played it for just under an hour. So I'm not... If you're looking for a font-of-all knowledge, then move on. But if you're looking for somebody to stumble around and hopefully explain what's going on, then stay tuned. So we'll kick off and play a game. So press B. And let the game boot up. So it's a really nice kind of setting, it's very much, let's see if we can just turn that down a little bit because it just seemed a bit loud. Almost, and if you remember the first Alien film, or if you've played the Alien Isolation, the tech is quite similar to that, as it's got a bit of a retro feel to it. So without further ado, let's get started and see what we can find out. So here's our map view. And we should be able to go to universe, galaxy, and system. So we're in a star system at the moment. We can go to drone configuration, ship configuration, and any modifications we've got. So there's our drone configuration. We've got 4 drones at the moment. We've got these actually on our boarding ship, and this is what we've got in reserve. And if we click through all of these, which I think we can do, there we go, with left and right arrow, we should be able to see what they have. Now, you can see this one's got a motion sensor attached to it, and it's 46 out of 50 kind of repaired, if you like. We've got a gatherer unit on it, just for gathering bits and pieces up, scrap and extra fuel that we might find, and we've got the ability to stun any foes that we come across. We've got Jeff here, which is a generator, and he hasn't got, that's the only things that he's got on there. And Tommy has got the ability to tow any other drones that we might find hanging around the place, because then we can use these to either scrap and provide more scrap. But scrap is what you use to repair your drones in your ship. So we can either scrap them, create more scrap, or we can use them and put some more in reserve, or replenish any drones that we might have lost along the way. He's also got an interface on that which allows him to interface with ship's computers. So that's what we've got. We can change the loadouts of anything as we go, and I think I might do that. What I wouldn't mind doing is I want to take the gather off mat, and I would rather put it on... No, got that the wrong way around, didn't I? I want to take the motion off and give him the gather, and we'll put the motion on Jeff. I think that might be a better way around. Then we've got 2 each. When you're generating, Jeff won't be able to move, so I think that might be the best idea, to make him the motion detector at the same time. Okay, so yeah, that's what we want. We'll close that. We've got the ship config. We haven't got any kind of modifications that we can put at that moment, so we'll leave that well alone. Modifications, you can see this is where we can start repairing people, well, drones, and we can put in modifications on them, so increase the speeds, increase the hit points, things like that. So we can do that for upgrades that the drones have got fitted as well. We can do it for the ship itself, and any ship upgrades that we end up fitting later on. So that's a bit of a brief overview of what we've got. So let's get straight into the game now. So we're here, and we've got a ship that we can actually board into. So we put B for board. This is who we're going to take along with us. We could take Ethan as well, but he's not got anything fitted to him, so we're not really bothered at the moment. So we'll just hit enter and board the ship. And it's all sort of, there we go. See what I mean about the retro tech with all the kind of beeping and blopping going around? So we've got, we've done a scan, it's inconclusive. We know there is one type of infestation on board. Now, from what I can gather, that doesn't mean that you've only got one alien to deal with. It's just that there's only one type of alien on there. We just don't know how many. Hull integrity is medium. Okay, so it's fairly stable. Anything that's unstable, we might have less time to start dicking around in here. Name, we don't know the name of the ship. It's come up with an error, but it's a military class vehicle. Class ship, tactical exercises. Most of the logs are corrupt by the looks of it, and here's the stats of the logs that we've got. So sequence of incidents add up, blah, 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 bit of corruption there, loss of contacts, nothing suggests it was a disturbance in space. Time, only seen, you can read the rest of that yourself. I'll just stop that for a bit. So let's just carry on. We'll hit enter and we'll get into the game. So what we've got is over here, this is our boarding ship, and we've got an airlock here called A1. Now, two ways of controlling this really. If we not press that back, thank you. So if we press the single quote, it should be that one, we go into kind of direct control mode. In fact, let's go to options a minute and just bring that audio down a little bit. That's a bit better. So we can go into direct control mode where we can actually control the drone. Okay, it's only limited control because it's really only movement that we can control on this. We can't control any of those systems, but we can drive, if you like, the drone itself. Back out of that, we've got kind of our tactical screen where we can make things a little bit easier for ourselves. We've got this little console here where we can type in. That's where mainly you're going to be controlling this. So if I put A1, it's going to open, or if it was opened, it would close. A1, door A1. So I hit that. There we go. Now we lost video signal a bit there, but it's back on. So we're not too sure what went happen. So what we can do is, oops, I keep hitting that escape key, and it's not. It's the one next to it, that one. So we can then drive Matt directly on there. So we can go down this corridor and we can see what's happening now. Here we've got a generator point. That's where we can get, I think it was Jeff who's our generator fitted. Okay, and we've got a door open here which is D13. So D13 is not powered. I wanted to close it just in case something was going on in there, but we'll have a quick look. We've got a terminal. And we've got another door going to D8. And we've got a bit of wreckage there, which, yeah, we can get over that. A bit of a long corridor here, and we've got a ship upgrade. Okay, so we've got quite a bit. Let's go back to our view. So you can see now we're in there. It's kind of mapped it out. So let's have a look. With this, our drone's up here. So who's got gather? So Matt, who we've got here, he's already on gather. So if I just type in the gather all, nothing to gather. Okay. I thought he would have picked up that ship's upgrade, but I'm not too sure on that. So let's get who we've got. Our generators is Jeff. So we should be able to put 2. Yeah, there we go. And drive Jeff into here. And we want him to power up this terminal. So we should just be able to put generator. It's auto completed for us, so there you go. He's now powering that up, and now we've got access to these doors and these rooms, but we don't know what's in there, and we know that we've got one infestation. So let's do motion. Right, so we've done a motion sweep. Anything that comes in green has come in clean. Anything which has come in yellow is inconclusive. We don't know, but we do know what's in there because the door was open when we visited. But anything that comes in red, definitely, we've got an alien in there. So we don't want to be opening up D7. But we are clear, perfectly alright to open up D12. So let's get Matt. So that's 1. And the other way that you can do this actually is you should be able to put navigate 1, which is Matt, to R2. And there you go, he'll drive himself. So we know R4 is clear, and we know whatever room this is, but it isn't going to lie on it yet, but it is green, so we know that's clear. So let's open up D12, and then we'll navigate 1 into R4. Okay. So from the schematic, A3, that is an airlock going out. Now what we could do is we could close A1 and we could tell our board investor to redock on A3, but we don't really need to do that at the moment. But what we can do is gather all. Okay, and then Matt, as our gatherer, can gather up that fuel. So what can we do now? We know that this room's clear, so we can open up D6, and we don't know what this room's called, so we can't exactly just direct him to there, so we're going to have to drive in. We're losing a bit of signal. Oh no, we've got it back now, that's fine. So let's drive him in there manually. Okay, we've got another generator here, so we can power up more parts of the ship. We've got another airlock, we've got another couple of doors, and we know that's going to go to the one with the alien because it's still flashing around. Okay, so let's get back to our map view. So these are all powered. We know that because of the green. This isn't powered. We're going to have to get Jeff over here and power that up. But in the meantime, let's have a look at this terminal here. We've got an interface. So that's Tommy, who's number 3. So let's navigate 3 to R3. And we'll get Tommy down here to this terminal. And plug him in. We're having a few problems getting past Jeff at the moment. Come on, Jeff. Let Tommy past. Navigate 3 to R3. Right, okay, he's off. 2. And we can generate that back up again. Smash him. back to our map view. So 3, which is Tommy, we want to interface. So let's, oh dear, we've got an asteroid coming in, and there's the percentage chances of all these rooms being hit. Right, we're going to have to move quickly. So interface. So we can do a ship scan, and we found some new items in this room. We found some more scrap, so let's get our Matt to go to R3 quickly. What else could we do? That was it. From there we can only do a ship scan or an interface list. So let's get what should we do? Let's navigate to R3. Okay, so he's disabled. He's unplugged now from that. But what I want him to get to do, I want him to come into this room, and I want him to do another motion sweep. So we know that door is clear. So we'll navigate him back up there to R2. You should be able to stack. So he should be able to go up there, and while he's up there, plug the generator back in. So we want to get hold of Matt again, and we want him to gather all to find that other scrap. Okay, so we've got the scrap. We can now open D8 because we know that's clear from our last scan. D8, and we'll get hold of Matt again. We're going to have to okay, access terminal, use interface, ships with bypass, use tow to salvage that back. Okay, right, that's how that we can get the get that interface back. That ship's upgrade. Can I get past? Yeah. Another access terminal. Now that's where the bad guy is, so we don't want to be going into there. So we've got scrap in here, so we'll gather, if we can spell right, gather all. Let's get back up here. We can get navigate 3 into R. Is it R5? No, it's R6. And we'll get him onto that interface. Interface isn't powered, so we need to get, who's it? Jeff. Let's navigate Jeff, which is 2 to R5, and then when you're up the generator. So you can see how the game kind of progresses along, and it is quite claustrophobic in some respects. Right, so it's got all these rooms now powered, but unfortunately we still don't have power down here. Interface, oops. Interface is not powered. And I've lost sight of all my drones now. What's happened? We've done something because it says icons have turned off. I'm not sure what we've done. Ah, there we go. It's that hash key. Right, that is probably as much as we can actually do for this mission, because really we've got to get into room R8 before we can do anything. But what we could do, let's navigate 1 to, let's see, R3, and we'll navigate 3 to R3. We'll now what do we need? We need to shut 9. So we're going to need to get Jeff back down to this room here, which is R2. So 2 to R2. And then he can power that up again. And then we can shut R9. I forgot the generator bit. Actually, you can't shut R9, can you? So we'll shut D8. So let's get a scan. In fact, first let's navigate to R5, and then put the generator in. And what I'm going to try to do here is, when we get this powered up, I'm going to open up this door into this room. Let's do a motion so we know our bad guy's in there. So let's open up D4. We're going to be safe because you can only go into there or there. But with the motion tracker on, we should... Okay, that's green. So now D4, let's close it. So now we should be able to open up D7. And let's get Matt to navigate 1 to R8. Let's get... let's tow 3. And he'll pick up this. And how is Matt not moving? Navigate 1 R8. Go and get your ass moving. Have we got this? Yep, we got this towed. So let's get 3 back to R1. So that'll bring him back to the airlock. Anything in this room? No, nothing. So there's a complete waste of time. Nothing in that room. So let's get navigate 1 to R1, and we'll navigate 2 to R1. Let's get everybody back home. We've got everything that we can possibly get from here. These two are just airlocks going back out to space, so we don't need that. Shut A1 and I think exit. And that's it. We've finished our first mission. So we got 3 lots of scrap. I thought we collected some fuel, to be fair, but it says we haven't. And everybody survived. Wonderful. So back to our ship. And if we press S, we should be able to go quarantine bypass. Allows the boarding of quarantine ships, stations and outposts. Right, well, okay, well, we'll fit it, might as well. We've got 2 kind of upgrade slots, and these are all the upgrades we can possibly have, so yeah, we might as well put it on. Come back out of there. And if we go into drones, we can see now that we've used some of our motion detector, but yeah, that's fine. Happy with that. So we've got 2 places we can go from here. We can go over to this ship or this ship. So if we go P, I think. Well, I think this blue number is actually telling us how much fuel it's going to take us to get there. So I think if we put P, so that's a military outpost, 2 infestation types, it's volatile. That one up there is volatile as well. What about this G? Is under quarantine and is again volatile, but because it's under quarantine we can still get there. I kind of think that it's pushing us in this direction on the basis that we got that quarantine thing from there. So T for travel. And let's beef aboard. We'll take our same ship, same drones. So types doesn't know how many infestation types, so we're gonna have to take that as we go. So let's open up the airlock and let's take direct control over Matt and see what we've got in here. So we've got a door here which we won't be able to shut yet. We've got a generator, so let's get Jeff over to R2 and get him to plug in the generator. We'll go back over to Matt and we'll have a quick look around. So we've got another airlock, another locked door which is powered, but other than that we have got nothing else. Oh, we've got some fuel. Which he should be able to. So we actually got 2 J fuel from that. I'm assuming that I must just put the fuel across. I'm not too sure. So we've got 3 possible exits here. So let's have a look. Let's get a motion detector on. So we definitely don't want to be going in that direction. But these directions are this is still kind of an unknown. Right. I think what we're going to do is let's navigate Matt over to R3. And we're going to shut D6. Now let's take direct control of Matt. And what we're going to do is open D9 and see what's in there. Typed in D9 again just to shut it, just in case I see anything coming my way. Yeah. Oh shit. We've lost Matt. Okay, that didn't work. I was hoping we'd be able to open up D9 and before that came through shut it again, but he just got in the way of the door, so we've lost Matt. I kind of want to say that there's nothing going to be in there because he's now in here in D9 shut. I'm not entirely sure though, so this could be the shortest Let's Play in history, but let's get hold of Tommy. Unfortunately, I think the biggest piss off there is that we've actually lost Matt and he had our motion detector. Well, no, he didn't have our motion detector. Jeff's got it on. So let's open up D8. And it's in for a penny, in for a pound now. That's shut good. And we know there's an alien down there. But trouble is, we've got nothing to gather all these up with because Matt's disabled and he's in there. Which is a bit of a shizen. I would really want to get Matt back. Alright, let's get Tommy back into, where is it, R2. Then we're going to shut that. We're going to open up D9. I want to try and get this. Can we do another motion tracker in? So we still don't know whether he's there or there, do we? Shut D9. Let's open up the airlock in A2. Door not powered. Bugger. I was hoping we could have opened shepherded whatever it was into there. And kind of... We could do it this way. That I thought, if we do that though, we're going to lose... We're going to lose Tommy. We're going to use Matt. Because if we open up this airlock, he'll just get sucked out. Right, I'm kind of stuck now, really. And I don't really want to lose Matt. Right, bugger it. I'd rather do this now and start another Let's Play than lose Matt. So what we're going to do is we're going to take over Tommy. We're going to open up D6. No, he's still in there. So let's open up D9. Let's see if we can move whatever it is out of there. Because we've just not got any chance. Matt had stun on as well, which was... I wish I'd remembered that, because we could have actually stunned whatever it was. So let's shut D9 again. Get back to here. Let's open up D6. And be ready to close it. Okay. Baby steps. Yep, smashing. Right, who's on tow? I think that's Tommy, so let's... We're going to tow tow Matt back for repair, so we're not going to lose him. But one thing I think we can do is I think we can swap kind of units across. I'm not sure we do that though. Is it? No, it's not upgrade. Upgrade? No. Okay, let's do a quick help. Basic commands. Navigate, open, swap. Right, so we can take the gather unit off Matt and put it on Tommy. And what we need to do is shut D6. Oops, D6. And then we want to open up D9 again and see if we can pull down whatever it is. Okay, go back over here and let's see whether whatever it is has come back. So if we open up D6 and be ready to close it again. Yep, he's there. So we can open D8 and gather all. So at least we can pick up that scrap, which isn't going to get Tommy fully fit, but he'll go some way to doing it. What's this up here though? Not a clue. I think it's a vent. I think later on, I think some aliens can come through vents. So, what we want to do now is close D8. Okay. I'm not sure what we can do now because D5 isn't powered, but this seems to be the only generator. So I'm not entirely sure what we can do unless we try that little trick again. We can't really do that because as soon as I unplug from here, I can't open up that door. Bugger it, that's all we can do, I think. Navigate 3 to R1. Navigate 2 to R1. Let's shut that up and we'll call it quits on that. At least we didn't lose Matt. That's the best scenario anyway. So let's go back to our drones. So Matt's out of commission. I think in modifications, right? So Matt's down to 0 hit points, and just to repair him by 10. Well, to repair him fully, it's going to take us 13 scrap, of which we really do not have that much. Well, we do have 13 scrap, but I don't want to waste it all on just getting Matt up to speed. So I think what we'll do is we'll take Matt out the picture somehow. Let's see, control and right swaps drones, so that's it. And we'll bring Ethan in. Now, Ethan's only got 90 hit points, so we're really going to have to take Jeff as our front man now. And Ethan's down to 0 hit points as well, really, isn't he? So this isn't going to work either way. But Ethan's going to be our generator in motion. And Jeff's going to be our gatherer, I think. So let's take the gatherer off Tommy. And now let's put it onto him. And if we go back to modifications, let's get Ethan. Okay, let's use 5 scrap. On Ethan, which brings him to 50, so he's more than halfway. But it still leaves us some scrap in tow. So, yeah, I think that's been enough of an episode for now. We've got through 2 missions, and royally got screwed on one of them. So, we'll call that an episode for now. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget, as usual, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, we'll see you on the next episode of our Let's Play of Duskers. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again.